Hey guys, so I'm sorry I've been MIA, but I was away for this whole past week because I was in Vegas and I got married. This being said, the weeks before that were extremely hectic, so I didn't have time to make any videos. Anyways, I wanted to make a quick video because a couple things happened while I was in Vegas that really just, I guess they reminded me of why I'm such an angry person generally, why I'm bitter, mistrusting, whatever. So I thought I'd make a video because a lot of girls and guys out there probably have felt the same at some point, and I know I feel better when I hear people talk about things that I've experienced and I feel less crazy. So a quick side note, I've been going to Vegas pretty much once every couple of months for a couple of years now, so I've been to Vegas, I know how it works. And I guess that's why I was so weirded out, because I'd never had this experience previously. Let me just quickly give a bit of context. So obviously I was there for my wedding, so a lot of my friends flew out to come see me, you know, from like the other sides of the world. And we were all girls. Like everyone who I invited who could come was girls. So a lot of the time I was spending time alone with girls. Usually when I go to Vegas, I just spend time alone with my husband, Jacob, okay? So this is important, I think, because men usually don't really approach you when you're with a guy. However, when you're in a group of girls, I guess they feel like, you know, you can't really do anything about it, or like you think it's fun. I don't know what people think. But anyways, I was with this group of girls a lot, and that's a key factor in this story. So 2 days before my wedding, we went out as a big group of friends, but my friends and I my girlfriends and I went to the bar to order drinks, and the guys were at the back of like the bar or something, so they weren't associated with us. Like as far as this creepy dude knew, we were by ourselves. And I walk in, I already know he's going to be an issue because he's almost lying down on the bar, kind of like this, like his eyes aren't really open, I can't tell. He's older, I think he's probably like my mom's age, in his mid-50s, something like that. He turns to us and he's like, it was me and then I think 4 other friends, and he's like,
oh, like, where did you guys meet?
I was like, look, none of your fucking business, please don't talk to me. And then he starts trying to talk to the rest of the girls there, and the thing is, like, it was a mutual understanding that none of us wanted to talk to him, so I just turned to him again and I was like, please stop. And then he started saying that he was like,
oh, she's a morbid one,
blah blah blah, and that just kind of set me off because I was like, look dude, none of us are interested. And so I proceeded to tell him that he was my mom's age and that he was being creepy and that he had to stop fucking drinking this much and being embarrassing and just fucking leave. And it was actually funny because the bartender, who was a woman, started laughing, and I think it's just because like she'd seen this guy probably approach a bunch of different people. And he was like,
what, I'm not creepy, I'm not old.
And I was like, dude, just fuck off. Like, and even just like the tone in which he was talking to us was so patronizing. Like we had to talk to him, like we owed him time. And I'm like, we're at a bar, we're getting drinks and we're leaving. Like we weren't even sitting down, we were standing up just waiting for our drinks. But he was obviously pretty drunk because right after that, the bartender, the woman who laughed at it, kicked him out. Next thing that happened is that in the daytime, the next day, me and 2 of my friends, girlfriends again, went to the pool. The thing about the pool is that the pool is right here, and then the rest of the building keeps going up, okay? So the pool isn't on the top floor, which means that balconies that are here on this wall see right over the pool. So we're just chilling, just like taking selfies, having fun, and it's like really hot in Vegas, so we're just cooling down, whatever. And then we keep hearing like laughing and noises coming from a balcony, but we can't see anyone on it, so it was weird. So we just kept looking up to see who it was that was making like all this noise, and there was someone who was like laughing obnoxiously, like over and over, as if they'd heard the most hilarious fucking thing in the world. Then, lo and behold, I look up and I see this balcony full of like guys who are probably in their 30s, like 30, 35. Okay, I need to drink something before I continue this. Okay, so this group of guys who were like acting like little teenagers, and I look up at them and I catch one of them looking right down at us, and then he kind of gestures at me like,
you guys look good, like really hot, blah blah blah.
And I was just kind of like, at first I was just kind of like, Julia, let's stay chill. But if anyone knows me, I'm not fucking chill, okay? So I was, you know, like I kind of ignored it for a bit, but then they kept like laughing and like bending over their balconies and like seriously watching us. We were the only people at the pool, by the way, and they kept like gesturing, like I said, like gesturing like, oh, you look good, like whatever. And my friend actually took a Snapchat. I'm gonna see if I can insert that, if my video skills are good enough, but you see me like screaming at them from down at the pool where I am or whatever.
Yeah, you, green shirt. You and all your friends. Okay, goodbye.
And then one of them started gesturing to like, for him to come downstairs, and I was like, don't come down here. And then he was like, why? And like, this was screaming too, like how ridiculous. I was like, don't come down and please stop it. Like, stop, it's really fucking creepy. Like, I don't want you to look at me that way when I'm in a swimsuit at a pool, not even paying any attention to you apart from telling you to leave me alone. And they keep doing it. And then I tell him that he should go inside, close his fucking window, and throw away the key because we don't want to see him and his little group of friends. And that it's just creepy, you know? And then I think I embarrassed them enough where they went back inside, all of them. But then later on, one of them came downstairs and sat by the pool with his sunglasses on his phone, just watching us the whole time. But I don't mean watching us casually, like every 10 minutes just looking over at us, because that's normal when you're in the same space as someone. But it was more just like, he's wearing sunglasses, but his head was directed, we're right here, and he was like this. Blah, 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 on the phone. And it was dead on, like, it was just so, I don't know, almost oppressive to feel so watched by someone that you literally just told to pretty much fuck off because they were being creepy, and then they come downstairs to be creepy. So at that point, there were people there, so I just kind of ignored it because I didn't really want to cause a scene. The only reason I did it before was just because it was so obnoxious, but if there are people there, usually I feel a bit safer, so I'm just kind of like, okay, you know, whatever. The real bottom line of what I was trying to say, I think, is that there are times to shut up, I think, and there are times where you don't shut up. And, you know, being a girl in this day and age, a lot of the times I would recommend shutting up, like, when you're alone, or when the guy is young and, you know, still strong, or if it's someone buff who can, like, fuck you up. Yeah, you shouldn't say anything. But I don't really know what changed, because I used to not say anything, but now I think I just kind of, I don't know, I guess I just bite the bullet and I just tell them exactly what I'm thinking, and sometimes it's not nice, but at the same time it's really not nice to be made to feel uncomfortable. And the other thing I was going to say about that is that you don't decide what's a compliment, I don't decide what's a compliment for someone else, okay? If something's a compliment to you, great, have a great time accepting that compliment, whatever. But when it comes to personal opinion of what is a compliment, you can't say that to someone, you know? So a lot of the times when I shut a dude down and I tell someone about it, they'll tell me, oh, but it was a compliment, oh, they were trying to be nice. And the thing is that you can't really quantify, or I guess you can't really qualify experiences with words sometimes, you know? Like when you get a weird vibe from someone, you can't really explain what the weird vibe was. It's just something you have to be there to see and to experience, you know? Like when you have a bad gut feeling about someone, I think most of the time you should follow that. So sometimes people are going to be like, oh, it was a compliment, you shouldn't have been mean, blah, blah, blah. Do it anyways, who cares, you know? I mean, like, if you're getting a weird feeling, you don't owe anyone, like, you don't owe them to push away the weird feeling in order to make them feel comfortable, you know? Thanks for watching, and I'll be trying to post videos a little bit more consistently. I'm probably going to end up picking days where I can post things, and yeah, thanks.